All right, so we finally gotten up to our penthouse level concrete pour. And I'm going to select that last item in my group. All right, so now we have all the concrete pours populated here. I'm going to close this subtree window that I opened. Don't need that anymore. This is probably a good time to save, so I'm going to go up here and do a save. All right, so let's create that second group I talked about. First thing I want to do is go up to, again, to my edit, search, and the items I'm going to be looking for in this case are going to be partitions and curtain walls. So just like before, I want to create some search terms. Name equals, in this case, PRT for partition, star, star, and going to look for a part. Put parentheses around that, or name equals CUR for curtain wall. And again, I'm gonna do product structure part. And parentheses around both of those. Okay. So I'm going to hit my search tool, and it's going to give me a list of all the elements that are partitions or curtain walls, going from level 1 all the way up to level 19. So just like before, I'm going to go to my unspecified groups, click my group button, and maybe I'll call this partitions and curtain wall selection. And then I'm going to go back to my search window and hit select. And now I've got all those items populated in that group. Hit OK, OK. And you can see here's the group I just created over here. I'm going to right-click and go Open Subtree. And expand that inside the window I just opened. And now I'm going to start populating these other events. So podium level outfitting, that's a level 1. Level 2. So just like before, I'm gonna, and you can see it also pulled up a driver partition. We don't want that one. We just want anything that ends in, that's level, shows a level that we want, and ends in partition or curtain wall. So you can see, that the actual linking from Microsoft Project to Digital Project is quite fast, kind of instantaneous. The part that takes a little time is then deciding which elements do you want to link to the activities in your project file. And once you've determined that method, then it also goes fairly quickly. And what's really nice is once you have that all linked up, you can very easily change your schedule and watch how the model changes in reflection of the changes in your schedule. So we'll look at that in just a couple minutes. So I'm almost to the penthouse level. All right, so the last items in my schedule here include some of the curtain wall elements. So I'll open up, and this one's for my curtain wall steel. So go up to my tree here. I'm going to go under MAR building envelope, and these are all my curtain wall elements. The last one here, underscore STL, is the steel. So I'm going to select that. And then the item here, glazing lower. I'm going to select the different glazing elements in the lower half of the building. And I can see which ones they are just by how they highlight in orange in the model. See right here. And then the last one here is my upper portion of the glazing. Okay. So now we have the whole schedule populated with the model elements that we needed. So I'm going to go up to File, Save that. All right, and now that we're done working with the groups, I'm going to go back to my project and activate that group again, because we'll need that activated when we're syncing our digital project file with Microsoft Project. So, all right, so now we're ready to run a simulation of the different model as they build up through the project. So as you can see, if you've worked with Microsoft Project before, you can see all these elements are kind of linked to each other starting in January 2010 in this case, and they're all kind of given different durations, and they follow this Gantt chart schedule. And so we're going to see all of these items and their time reflected in the model. So I'm going to click the last button over here, Simulate Activities. And you can see right away most of the model kind of disappears. I can see the lower floor here. If I click More, then I see quite a few options. The first element in the window here is a timeline showing that I'm at the beginning of the schedule. It gives me the date here. Okay, so January 1st, 2010, 8 a.m. You can see that I have a range. I can run this simulation starting from the beginning of the schedule and the end of the schedule, which in this case is September 30th. Now this is all taken from the information in the Microsoft project file. If we were to change that file, we would see that reflected in the end date. So this end date would shift wherever the actual end date for the project is. Simulation step. This basically determines how quickly it steps through the schedule. Right now I have it set at 1 week, so I can type in 7-day as a unit, and it sets the simulation step for 1 week. Pause time. This is just kind of every step is going to be, if I wanted it to be like half a second, then 500 milliseconds, and you'll see that the colors down here indicate green for in progress, orange for done. It has other tabs here. Now this model really just includes